Hey guys, welcome to another installment of the GOAT competition, GOAT Youth Fitness Competition. We're going to go through our judges' videos, each workout, and hopefully the final workout if I have time. This first one is called Fit Farm, mostly because of the farmer's carry. 8-minute AMRAP, 40 foot of shuttle run, 12 wall balls, 40 foot of farmer's carry. The shuttle runs will increase by 40 feet each round. And then for standards for wall ball, as far as weights goes and the divisions, take a look at your scorecards, take a look at the Competition Corner website for that. So for this one, I talked about the shuttle run. It's going to increase 40 feet every round, and the farmer's carry will stay the same. So the athlete is going to start by their kettlebells, so no need for a cone. You guys can just start, in this general area as well. As usual, the judges' positions will be marked with yellow tape, more or less as a guideline, not a hard and fast rule, but if you can stand on the tape, it's something, like I say every year, it's just we're thinking about it as far as the camera angle and safety. If you guys can stay on the tape, that would be good. So just keep in mind that, as a judge, you don't want to be drifting from lane to lane. That's another point I'll make throughout these videos. Lane number 2, lane number 3, we keep in mind that we have this door and this jog that we kind of have to contend with. So those may not be set up exactly like the rest of the lanes, but we'll have things laid out on the floor for you guys. So 3, 2, 1, go. Your athlete's going to be starting by their kettlebells. They're going to start with both feet behind the line. They're going to run up to this far line, and they're going to do a 3-point touch. So that's both feet and at least one hand hitting the ground before they turn and run back. And then again, both feet will cross the line. The standards here, when they cross this line, if they're finishing the rep, they do not need to, touch the ground. If they're going to go back, for another 40 feet, then they do need to have that 3-point touch of both feet in the hand. So then the athlete will pick up their wall ball. They'll throw their 12 wall ball. Typical standards apply. You can't catch the ball off a bounce and throw it. The ball must be clearly above the line, and we'll have an 8-foot mark, marked on the wall for the 10 to 12 division, 8, 9, and 10, typical standards. And then the kettlebells, both feet behind the line, both kettlebells behind the line, they'll pick them up and they'll run back and forth. Again, both feet must cross the line. They'll bring them back, and they must set them down after the line, and they need to have the handles pointing upward. So before, if they, have a handle like this, make sure you call them back. If they start running, make sure you call them back and ask them to set the handles up properly. And this is more so the kettlebells aren't bouncing around or kind of rolling around. You can see how it kind of teetered there. So they're not turning an ankle when they're doing their run, because this is going to be a little bit of a tight space. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the kettlebell standards, about the drops. As far as you guys go, you're kind of going to have this 4-foot section open. So, from my perspective, you could probably see when they're touching and, call a no rep when they're not. But if you want to kind of walk a little bit, perfectly fine. Just remember that there may be a set of rings here that you're kind of contending with, the rope and the rig, just, to maintain your own safety. Just kind of stay in that straight line. You should be able to kind of even judge the wall balls, from this position, depth and height, and then the same thing with the kettlebells. So really, just to kind of recap, all you're looking for is that 3-point touch. So it's both feet past the line and the hand, both feet past the line and the hand and back. Remember, that's increasing 40 feet each time, and it's down 20 and up 20. And then the kettlebells, it's broken into 10-foot segments. So for example, if I have my kettlebells and I get past this line, but I can't maintain the grip on the kettlebells. I set them down. I must move the kettlebells back behind the line, pick them up, and move to my next segment. So the run, each 20-foot segment is worth a rep. So from here all the way to the end is worth 1 rep. And then back is worth that other rep. So it goes like 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. Because you're adding the 40 feet every time. And then the kettlebells, each segment is worth a rep. So this is a 10-foot segment. It's probably a little more than 10 foot, but that's 1 rep. That's 1 rep. 1 rep. 1 rep. So that's always worth 4. So it stays at 40 feet the whole time. Wall ball traditional standards. Okay, I think that's it.